Howdy guys, welcome back to the lab. In today's experiment I wanted to create the world's most dangerous predator. Now technically I've already done this in Spore, so this time I had to step my game up. This organism would be far more dangerous than anything I've made before. I'm using the Epic Play Redux mod, letting us play as an epic creature. 100 times the damage, 1,000 times the health. Our journey begins on the distant world of Theron, a planet dominated by giant predators about to receive a visitor, sent from beyond. Its purpose? Assimilation.
The life of our molecule begins. So let's get some food first. Our first kill. Yeah, that's it. Now let's go look for a mate. So I want this molecule to be quite cell-like, so I'm going to make a long worm shape. Going to pick a different color scheme. Something a bit darker. I think that looks all right. Yeah, let's go with that. And we're going to name our species the Inoculum. Now we gather energy, more food. I can't see much what's going on at the minute because I don't have eyes, but that's all part of the plan. It feels more like a molecule. Ow. That guy's fast. Oh, got him. I'll be picking off more than I can chew here. Let's get out of here. Nice. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes. Give me my food. That's it.
Once the inoculum had gathered enough energy, its next objective was to prepare for exponential growth. It took on a new form.
It's like a lemon.
One built not to move or hunt, but to sit still and accumulate, expending as little energy as possible whilst its reserves climbed. It had no speed to hunt, and no need to. Anything that came to kill it died on contact and was consumed.
Bit of a package deal there.
Our time had come. Everything we'd banked, we now spent it once and emerged onto land. Our inoculum had grown considerably. It was time to create a nesting ground and accumulate more genetic data it could use to adapt.
We can see every nest around us. It's time to hunt. This is actually much harder than it seems. The entire nest is running away. We're going to drive them into the sea.
Our creature's giant size made them effective in combat. Powerful, but slow. Smaller prey used it as an opportunity to evade us. By the time we'd made the attempt to strike, our prey was already gone.
We don't feed for hunger, we feed for parts. Data collection. Let's try and look for some more data. How about this guy? Hello there. Do you have any genetic data to share? Hello. Thank you for your contribution.
As our creature moved inland to find more genetic material, it soon became clear that we weren't alone.
Another epic. I sense a fight on the horizon. I don't know if we can win this. That's got 5,000 health. We've got 1,000. Retreat. Now we're on our own nest. This gives us an in-house advantage by the fact that we can heal. Yes. What? He's lying down? This is no time for a nap, my old boy. It's down to 1,000 health. Keep going. Ah, he's killed our friend. No! Consider that fight cheesed. Also, I don't think we actually got anything for that, did we? We got no parts. But then I suppose you wouldn't in the unmodded game, so it makes sense. Right, let's do our mating call.
Now, after collecting more genetic data, we gained a new mouth for more bite damage, and arms for grabbing prey, a new charge ability to stun prey, then tweaks to the color patterns.
It's a Rastafari molecule. Yeah, let's change the colors. Just gonna tweak that base coat. That'll do for now, I think. It's a bit crowded here, isn't it? Now let's use the charge. That's much better. It actually says hunt 29,988 Garabruck. That's a lot of kills. Not sure we're gonna make that in this video. Nest of the dead. Can we jump on these spike vents? And will it shoot us up into the air? I can't even get up the hill. Yeah. There's another epic. How much health do you have? Probably more than me. 5,000. He wants me. He wants a piece. Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. I'm not going to win this fight. Ow. We're done for. I'm not sure if we've lost him. I'm not going to look behind me. I'm just going to keep running. Let's head back to the nest and heal up. I don't know what's going on here. There seems to be some confusion at the nest site. Where do we all fit?
Other epics on the island had proven to be a substantial challenge to solo. Adaptation was required. We tried to beckon more creatures at the nest to join our pack.
Come on, mate. Join my party. Nice. Oh, wow. They don't actually have the health. other members of our own species, even though they're the size of epics. He's only got 27 health. That's not going to do in an epic fight. We're going to have to do it solo. And there's our dinosaur friend. 2 of our dinosaur friends. Wow, there's epics everywhere, man.
As our inoculum assimilated more of the local population, its health and cognitive capacity increased.
You think we could survive in a fight now? Let's give it a go. Let's charge in. Let's get the opening shot. Yeah, we're getting the upper hand here. Every shot counts. Ah, no. Oh dear, this might not go to plan. Oh, this is going to be close. Ah!
One more hit would have done it.
Don't step on me. Wow. My parents are huge. It's absolute chaos on this planet.
After another crushing defeat, we were forced to make more adaptations. Increased bite force, increased striking power. We were now ready to test our new upgrades in the field.
Get in, boys. Wow, these guys are hard. I don't quite have the health. Come on, yes. First epic down. Massive epic fight standoff going there. More epic warfare. That strike's my most powerful ability. We're getting better at this now.
Once more, our experience began to pay off, and we gained even more health.
We'll have 5,000 health now at least. Wow, 10,000. Where did that come from?
The huge increase to our health pool had spun the tables dramatically. We now fought not 1, but 2 epic creatures at a time. Things were getting easier, and the inoculum began to spread across the continent uncontested. New adaptations became available. Bite force increased further still, horns, advanced eyesight with a wider field of vision, but our most promising ability was spitting burning hot acid at prey. How? As our power increased, we gained exponentially more parts for adaptations. Other epics became less of a threat. Eventually, we had unlocked all genetic data the planet had to offer. We cultivated an exact predatory response. Triple-jointed legs better able to balance the creature's forward heavy weight, more eyes, horns, extra skeletal support, and a new tail armed with its own swinging axe, and extra spikes to protect from behind. However, our creature had grown so large that Spore no longer wanted to render our entire body at a distance. Our camera was pinned close range, but our inoculum was finally unleashed, picking up prey and hurling them at other creatures, stunning them. Or occasionally just to add a little spice seasoning before consumption, or sometimes just to conduct hydrophobic field tests.
Out you go. Go for a swim.
Entire nests of creatures collided with the most fearsome epic they had ever encountered, but they were no match for the inoculum. Its presence had gone unchallenged for too long. In the interests of science, I wanted to see what would happen if I attempted the tribal stage with such a fearsome creature, but the results were unexpected.
That's a lot of tribesfolk.
In the Epic Play mod, standard creature populations are increased, alongside higher spawn rates for epics. This carried over from the creature stage, giving us a huge amount of villager units to use.
Wow, what is going on? Wow, there's just epics everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
And to make things more interesting, we were no longer epics ourselves. Obviously, the epic mod wasn't supposed to be played outside the creature stage, which was precisely the reason we had to continue. We were now forced into a deadly game of just trying to stay alive, but science demanded we continue. The horizon was a battleground. A new tribe had appeared. Don't do it, guys. Save yourselves. Turn back. It also appeared that some tribes in the game had things much easier than others.
Why is it quiet over here? Yet over at my tribe, it's just chaos.
My plans to create the ultimate predator had been sidelined into a desperate game of survival. Despite the overwhelming odds, we survived the first wave of epics and began trying to harvest the abundance of meat that had been left by our invaders.
I suspect I've got way too many units here, so trying to get them all to queue up properly and leave food at the town square is going to be difficult. Here comes another epic.
We needed allies in our fight against the epics. Nature had decided to turn on the inoculum contagion.
Yeah, I'm not sure these other guys have actually fared much better than we have. Another epic.
But Spore was struggling to handle all of the tribesfolk we had been given, as our villagers tried to collect meat and leave it at the town square.
That's just a massive queue into the sea.
Rival tribes then sent raiding parties to attack our tribe. It also seemed that some of the enemy tribes were early variants of the inoculum. They needed updating to the latest firmware. We began allying with nearby camps in our fight against Epic Kind that I now wasn't a part of. We now had allies in our war against the Epics. Periodically, we had to defend ourselves against huge creatures destroying our town. The shoe was now firmly on the other foot. They weren't the only ones struggling with the wildlife. We attempted to bring more creatures into the fold. The tables began to turn. Epic numbers thinned, and the inhabitants of this world gained the upper hand against the threat. The remaining villagers became enemies. Without a shared threat to fight, it was every tribe for itself. Soon, only one village remained, a humble ending for the most terrifying epic on the planet. From dominating the creature stage to having the tide turned on us in an unexpected foray into the tribal stage. Yet somehow, we had survived. As always, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of my channel members and lab partners. Without you, we wouldn't be able to try new experiments and ideas when the algorithm doesn't go our way. A big thank you. And with that, goodbye.